Okay, sorry about the little delay there. Welcome back to another coding stream. I'm your host, Strangebird Jim, and today we're going to be kind of continuing on our journey through um, trying to work on our web page. Now, um, I forgot to try to upload the most recent video to my channel, so that's a bit of a problem there, but everybody's that's might be interested in it, you know, um, haven't really been helping out with that, for the most part. So, okay, so um, yesterday talked about like, kind of giving a refresher of everything that I kind of had in mind. Um, Actually, hold on. Let me check something real quick. I want to make sure that I don't accidentally show something that I don't necessarily want to show here. Um, hmm, okay. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything super um, critical or anything along those lines. Nothing that, could potentially cause my site some issues if I show any of the details. But, so, um, you know, we had, some additional information and websites and stuff like that that, I was looking into, potentially checking out later on to, you know, um, to see, what I needed to kind of do and how to go about doing it and so on and so forth. Um, so, um, But let's see. Um, hmm, let me see. Let me check something here first. Um, hmm, okay. I'm checking out the dashboard, just to try to see like, what if there's something here that might, accidentally dox me or something like that. I don't necessarily want to have that kind of happen. So, um, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna have any problems with this. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just transition over anyway. There we go. Okay, so um, we're on our dashboard. We have a lot of updates that we need to kind of tackle. So let me like update all these plugins. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be using a lot of these again. Um, some of them might not necessarily be um, used at the very end. Um, but we can definitely um, you know check them out again just to see um, you know okay, they're saying my themes are not updated. So I mean, technically it probably don't necessarily need these, but we'll update them anyway just in case. I mean, not necessarily need them because I mean I'm still using them, but I mean whenever you potentially update a theme, you have the potential of like screwing up your web page even more, right? So um, you know, like it might not necessarily work for, you know, it might have like shifted things around. So so we still got, that to kind of deal with. So, you know, um, now I got these comments that are unnecessary, you know, um, because it's like, um, you know, don't really need these at all. I don't really know what they're all about. Um, so Okay. This is odd. Sounds like a bot. So um so um now let me see. Now the very last time that I was doing anything concerning this website, um, I put it in the Finish What I Started series playlist. There it is. And I was trying to look at the website database size for the values, looking into website AdSense and plugins, and looking into login. So those were like the last um, couple topics that I was trying to tackle. So um, okay. So I was trying to see about um, setting up a login for the receiver and the giver, or set up a login page for that. But I think what I was trying to do, I was trying to set up like the plugins to allow for an easy way of logging in and tackling um, um, so obviously, when you're trying to log into a website, um, or okay, let me talk about this a little bit. So you know, when when you have the two different types of individuals that you want to kind of put into separate areas of viewing, so that you don't necessarily have them being confused as to what they can do and what they can't do. You know, you kind of want to keep that information kind of behind basically a wall, right? For the most part. Um, for example, for the receiver, I don't want the receivers to be able to see what other receivers are saying or doing or anything along those lines. Okay, I don't necessarily want the receivers to be, um, um, I don't necessarily want them being able to kind of be malicious, go to someone else's content, and like you know potentially cause damage. Okay. Um, so, the receiver, The only thing that they're going to be have access to is their own information, and what information that they want to share. And that's it. I don't want them going, I don't want them being able to see any other receivers, and um, because that basically, you know, as I kind of explained yesterday, the subscription is meant to try to, keep um, unscrupulous people um, from you know uh, benefiting off of the backs of um, you know people that need a hand. Okay. Not to say that it's probably not going to happen anyway. I just would like to try to limit that from happening as much as I can. Okay. Will I succeed? Well, time will tell. Um, but the um, but I don't want to show the receiver seeing other receivers. Okay. That's not the point of the receiver page. Okay. So the receivers, when they log in, they're just going to be seeing, um, what information that they can supply. Now, obviously, you know, some of this, registration is going to basically just ask them, what is your name, what is your email, what is your state, what is your nationality, and, religion optional, kind of thing. Or, um, you know, well, I mean, technically, these three, the state, nationality, and religion, I'm probably going to be stating, hey, these are optional, period. Like, I don't see that as like a complete necessity for someone to put down. You know, um, I'm just basically going to mention the fact that some people may want to help you based off your state, your nationality, and your religion. Kind of thing. So, um, um, and obviously, state is, obviously, sure that might work for, here in the states, in the United States, but like if you're in another country that doesn't technically have states to them, um, obviously, there's different, like, certain countries have like separate areas that they still try to like keep, things separated that way, for ease of like, being able to like communicate or, move around or whatever, right? Um, so I'm not saying that like, states are something very unique. No, no, not really. It's just um, based off of the nationality, like this may change or might not be relevant. Um, like I might change it to, or based off of localization, or if I can get some translators, then that right there may change to like something else. Um, like here, let me see. What's a good example? Um, uh, okay. For example, I just looked up France and checked to see like um, you know do do they have something equivalent to states, right? And like I'm looking on here right now on Google, it's saying France's territory consists of 18 administrative regions, 13 metropolitan and 5 overseas. So, um, so that's why it's like, okay, you know, so instead of like states for, here in the United States, you know, if someone was to select, France, then obviously I'd probably change, state to like you know, the, France's word for the administrative regions, kind of thing. So, um, just in case. Um, Let me, you know, put a note down there for that, just to kind of, uh, give my brain a little bit of a knowledge of like, hey, based off of nationality, I'm going to need to obviously change the wording around to kind of make it work, right? So, um, so that's all, Um, like for example, you know, let's let's say as an example, let's say, a hurricane goes through the Caribbean. Terrible circumstance, hopefully everybody lives through a hurricane, but obviously, hurricanes are going to do a lot of damage to Caribbean islands. Let's just say like one of those happens to be France. You know, someone that someone from France that knows about this particular website, they can basically put down as, "Hey, I'm a receiver. My nationality is French, but I live on one of their islands or the French's islands, kind of thing." Um, and then they can kind of say like, "Hey, GoFundMe, or you know, like I have damage to my house. Can you please help me with payments or something along those lines?" Whatever. Like I said, um, I don't necessarily want to keep this particular site, you know, just purely American. That's, you know, I want it to be something that, you know, that can cover the entire world if I can. Okay. So the idea of these being required, no, I don't necessarily see them as required. I see them as a search help. Okay. But again, receivers don't need to see other receivers. You know, they don't need to know. Okay. Um, I might give like an example of what they could put down. Just John Doe's email at Gmail. Their state is at um, you know Michigan. Their nationality is United States. Their religion is Jedi. you know, um, you know, um, and then I can just like put examples for these others and stuff like that. But um, you know, um, but that's it. I don't necessarily want them, um, um, being able to see others and pull information from others. Okay, so um, that's all. Um, I just want to make sure that that is clear on that. So And, same thing with the givers. Like, the receiver shouldn't necessarily see, who's giving. You know, they shouldn't see like a list of givers. Who can give and who can't give. Okay. Same with the givers. They shouldn't necessarily be able to see, the others, you know, that are associated on the site. Why show that information? That's not going to benefit anybody. You know, um, nor do I want, any kind of like competition, from anybody going, oh my gosh, um, um, you know, this person donated like these thousands of dollars you know, for helping out people. Like, if they can do it, I can do it. It's like, no, I don't want any kind of competition. This isn't a competition. Okay, it shouldn't be. If you're helping out another person, it shouldn't be a competition. Okay. Um, you should, you should be willing to help out where you can, when you can, with however much you're willing to help out with, and that's it. That's all, you should be really concerned about. Um, so yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to pass unnecessary information off to others, you know, when there it really is no need for doing that. Like um, I don't really see a need. Okay. Now, obviously, there might be some information that, that might be necessary, such as like, hey, this particular receiver has already received payments or something like that. That I can show. Okay. Just stating like, this person has already received this much amount of money. Like their GoFundMe, it already shows that. The GoFundMe page already shows like, how much they've received and by whom. I'm not saying that, this is um, you know, my website's not going to be kind of doing a what's the word I'm looking for? Um, I'm not going to have some kind of gosh, like widget to basically say like, hey, you know, my website is now like a GoFundMe tool or something along those lines. No, that's not the point of it, per se. I just, um, if the individual wants, people to, know that they have a GoFundMe, then, it should have the link for that GoFundMe page and, whatever small note that they want to add, for that GoFundMe page. Now, um, you know, now obviously, if a receiver is wanting someone to help them for that GoFundMe page, then obviously a small note would be recommended, because, a web link to some unknown page isn't necessarily going to generate traffic to said page, right? But if you say something along the lines of, um, you know, um, parent is suffering from cancer, I need help with medical bill or medical payments or something along those lines. We've already set up the GoFundMe page for this. So, I mean, while, like, hey, they could put it under the hospital bill for something along those lines, for example. They might still have like a GoFundMe page for that already, So I want them to be able to, have that there, as a just in case, you know, like if they already have like one already established, then they can just kind of take care of it, right? So at least that's my thinking. Okay, and obviously, for when the giver's doing their searching and stuff like that, they have information um, about that and stuff like that. So, um, so that's why I want to try to find some form of login um, to handle um, obviously I need to handle um, I need to handle the database to handle the giver and the receiver information. But I'm also going to need to have the login access the database to verify that they are indeed um, you know um, logging in correctly. You know, one of my past jobs, I was working with Cold Fusion, and um, I noticed the fact that the website that I was working on for a client, it allowed for anybody to access it at any time. Um, you know, username and password didn't matter. Someone was able to actually access their site without any kind of, um, they could basically put in whatever they wanted to put in, and they were able to log into the website. And I was like going, no, if you're having a login with a username and password, we need to make sure that it is indeed, required to log in with the proper username and password. So not only did I fix that, but make sure that it's looking on the database properly for the information contained there. So um, yeah. Um, but um, but I need to handle that in some fashion or another, and I'm not quite sure how to go about doing that. So, so let me see about, let me look this up here. WordPress, login, plugin. Okay, so this one, I mean, limit login attempts isn't necessarily something that is specific to how to log in. It just, security overall, which obviously is good. I'm not going to say that's bad, but um, let's see. Okay. Login press features logo can change the login logo. Okay, that's fine. We can definitely work with that. Background, sure. Login form. Okay, you can even customize the login form. Image color, width, height, padding, border, more of a customized input field or input text field. Okay. Forget form. Beauty of the plugin. Here you can change the background or color of the forget form. Okay. Set the color of your button. That's fine. Error messages. Good. Welcome messages. Okay. Form footer of the login button. Here is a form footer. You can customize the footer. So you can customize the page footer text. Making WordPress login page more friendly after customization. This plugin is also responsive, means customized login page will look good on mobile. That's nice. Like that. Now, obviously, um, the this is a little bit of kind of a, um, well, I mean, it would be nice to make sure that it is viewable via mobile, but seeing that I don't have like all mobile phones to verify everything, that might be a problem. Like I don't like, you know, every page is going to be, um, like no matter what mobile phone you use, whether it's Android, Apple, or whatever, um, the um, how the web page is viewable is kind of changed based off of what mobile device you have. And obviously, ideally, I'd want to try to make sure that I set it up so that it works for, you know, not only for every single type of, different web page or, browser that I possibly can, but, I also want to make sure that it handles it for every type of mobile phone that is possible. That's obviously going to be a little difficult at times because, you know, that's going to be a lot of work to try to work on, you know, each different page, um, using the different browsers and making sure that it works properly. So, not exactly, um, um, you know, not exactly something that I'm going to be like, oh yeah, this is, I'm going to have like an easy time with this and everything's going to go smoothly and stuff like that. No. um, but um, see about this one. Okay, one of the concerns that I have with this right at this moment in time is, can I use this on for like multiple different, login pages? Um, um, and can I use it to access, different database pages based off of, um, based off of the login? Because right now it doesn't seem like it's really talking about that too much. Hmm. I'm not sure. They're not really giving me information on that, so I don't know if this particular plugin will work for it or not. I mean, so far, based off of the number of downloads and stuff like that, this one looks like it's a pretty nice one, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to have like multiple different login press or, different login pages. So, um, hmm. Oh, okay. Homepage has definitely gone downhill from last I looked at it. I have a funny feeling that I'm gonna have to kind of start over from scratch here, there, folks. So, I mean, I haven't touched the site in years, so it's not too much of a surprise. Um, you know, I see here last modified back in June of 2021. So, so yeah. Okay. Plugins. Add new plugin. Um, Actually, hold on. Before I do the login, let's see about trying to handle database. Okay, I'm not really seeing. Do we not have a? I mean, I know that, we have a certain amount of space to the website, and I know they don't automatically give like a database section, I guess you might say. So, hmm. Okay. Let's see. Do I have anything in my plugins right now about database? No, it doesn't look like it. I mean, we already have themes. my structure looks fine. It looks the same as what it did before. So I don't think we really need to worry too much about that. Go away, you damn bug. Um, Interesting. Why? Hmm. Okay, obviously mobile, mobile menu and footer menu are probably things that I probably should like limit what can be shown, but I think we'll hold off on that for right now. Um, but again, let's see. Damn bug, go away. I love all the crap um on the spam. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I really have anything to worry about concerning the pages. Obviously, there's more things that I need to kind of do for said pages. Um, and apparently, um, you know, the way it's looking right now versus the way it used to look, obviously, I need to fix all that. Um, but interesting. Okay. Yeah, okay. So it looks like I don't really have anything concerning database yet. So, um, yeah, it optimizes my database tables, but you know, um, but I don't think that's anything that I can use. So, let's see. First off, let's see. Hold on. Let me look this up here a little bit. WordPress database plugin. Actually, let me look back at this WP sweep and see what that's all about. Yeah, okay. This I don't really see this as something that is, um, you know, I don't know if it's really super useful for the purposes that I'm trying to go for right at this moment in time. Um, so yeah, let's go back to the whole database. Um, hmm. It's easy to optimize database, repair database, backup database, restore database, delete backup database, drop empty tables, and run selected queries. Supports automatic scheduling, backing up, optimizing, repairing of database. Don't we already have a I'm pretty sure that a database has already kind of been created for this, or at least, you know, for the most part. Obviously, I know that um, like I haven't worked on it in a while, or I haven't really, seen, you know, much, or um, but I'm pretty sure that I can that the database has already kind of been, I thought, built for the most part. I could be wrong though. So, hold on a second. I got a text message real quick. So, all right, yeah, just a reminder. Gotcha. Okay. Um, I need to see about um, hold on. Two. Hmm. Okay, hold on. No. Okay, I need to get back to the hosting control panel. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. um, yeah, okay. Couldn't get there through that. By that means. I'm trying to see if I can get to the My Admin section, but it doesn't seem like I'm seeing where I can get to it through the dashboard. So let's see. If I go back. Just gonna kind of go back through. Oh, this is about as far back as I can go. Okay, so in other words, oh wow. One plugin just had an update. Okay. Sorry, I'm not really showing the web page right at this moment in time, but I'm trying to look up, various ways of kind of going about doing it. So, um, let's see. Hmm. Oh, okay. Here's the main page here. So let me put this into my programming set of things. We'll do a new folder here. And then we will do the host. And site. Take care of that. And then we will do the dashboard here, and we'll save that into save that. Now, let's see. I mean, there's cPanel file manager and cPanel email there. We're not worried about like creating other additional domains. Don't really need to worry about that. We don't need to create any emails at this point in time. we just have the website in question. Um, hmm, let's see. There it is. Okay. Save that. Now, again, I don't know if I can actually access it, you know, by itself, but at least I can kind of get there from here. Um, yeah, I don't think I can. I think both of these backups requires a money value that I cannot handle right at this moment in time. So, um, I just have the one user right at this moment in time. Hmm. I'm not accidentally showing the information. Oh, I might actually be. That's a little dangerous. I mean, it's not showing too much, so I'm kind of happy about that. But I mean, you can kind of see it, you know, barely. And that's a little concerning. You know, it's off the reflection going on over here, if you can kind of see it. So that's why I'm like, that's not great. That's not ideal. So okay. Okay. So So I already have two databases already kind of generated, the giver and the receiver. So that's fine. Um, I don't really need to create anything more than those, you know. I just need the, you know, the, I just need to have it be able to handle, um, getting a receiver and giver. So, don't really need to worry about adding a user. Don't really need to worry about that. So, um, interesting. Probably should add a new user to the database for just myself to use so that it can track what changes that I make. But let's see. Let me look at what we have concerning, like information concerning the giver and the receiver. Oh, it's taking a while to load. Hmm. Okay, what I think I'm probably gonna need to do, because I'm running very over budget right at this moment of time in terms of my, what I feel like I should have time allotment for. Um, I think what I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna need to install a free database and try to access um, the website's database through the um, through the database tool. So, and then, hopefully, I'll be able to actually access the information a little bit faster using a, um, you know, using my own computer's, um, um, database possibilities because I mean this is still saying that it's trying to load, and that's yikes. Um, so not quite sure what's going on there. So okay, well apparently everything's loading right now. Okay, well um, access denied. Okay, well thanks for that. Um, Let's see. Okay, well, I'm just going to close that down. I'm not going to bother with that anymore. Um, Go ahead and log out on the cPanel. Um, yeah, so I think tomorrow, like tonight, I'll download a new database, you know, program, or I'll download a database program that is meant to handle um, the MySQL, and we'll set that up so that I have access to it. But I think that's where I'm going to go ahead and close down this portion. I know that I didn't really show much, but um, you know, obviously I'm still kind of at that point where I'm like trying to get back into the swing of things, and I don't necessarily want to show too much without, potentially doxing myself. So, um, or I don't necessarily want people to have like direct access to it or anything along those lines. So, um, I'm trying to build this for everybody, to be helping hand. And obviously, let's say, I haven't really done any like major development on websites, in the past before, so I'm still kind of new at this, so you'll have to kind of cut me some slack. Um, but especially these WordPress sites, and trying to get it to a point where, um, I'm trying to get it to a website that can allow for like multiple people to access and use to, um, for their own like, help, as a receiver and a giver, you know, that's probably going to take a little bit of time to try to take care of. Um, so, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of close all this down. Let me kind of make sure that I sign out or I log out, and then um, let's see. Let's see. Let me get to the login page. There we go. All right. Think we're pretty much good to go there. Um, so, all right. All right. Yep. So that's going to be it for this video. Sorry about, not really showing much. Hopefully you understand. Um, I'm still kind of getting back into the swing of things, trying to get back into the, um, being able to kind of show what I want to show and not dox myself. Hopefully you understand about that. We'll and we'll continue on this journey to try to get this website up and running to a something useful that everybody can use. So for that's where we're going to go ahead and end it. So I want to thank everybody for watching. No chatters tonight, but that's okay. Still want to thank you for joining me. If anybody was just kind of lurking in the background, check out the description for multiple links down below. Discord, Patreon, Throne, as well as the stream Team Robot. That's available down below. And then, of course, multiple different um, uh, multiple different playlists for you to check out. Mostly gaming for the most part, but if it's something that you might be interested in, specifically like about this particular website, then stick around for that one particular playlist, and as well as more videos to come. So, um, but we're gonna go ahead and switch on over to the Conceptus. But for those of you watching right now, um, on YouTube as its own separate video, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully I catch you next time. But until then, take care. Have a good night. Stay healthy. Stay healthy. Stay safe. And I'll catch you strangers next time.